There are so much talk about the SAT exam and should students be taking it to get admitted into different colleges and universities. Stay tuned. Let's discuss why you should or should not take the SAT.
It's time for Tip Tuesdays with Dr. Shanna Grant.
So here are 5 reasons why you should consider taking the SAT exam. The first thing is it will help you to stand out in the college admission process, right? There is no joke where we say you will stand out dependent on if your score is high enough, of course. And so, yes, you have to prepare for the SAT to do well enough so that you can stand out. But if you are able to stand out with a high enough score, then it will set you apart from others, right? Because if you think about it, students who don't take the SAT, let's say there are schools, and there are, that are saying that they're waiving the SAT, right? And it's not required for admissions, right? So this means they're only going to be looking at what? Your transcript, your extracurricular activities, and your essays. And to be honest, how would they be able to differentiate from a great student and a not so great student if you both have, let's say, 2 students have a 4.0 and they are great in their extracurricular activities? Is it just the essays? Well, if you have great exam scores, then of course, this will set you apart from the other candidate. Next, it will, of course, leading into what we just discussed, right? It will also help you to get into your dream schools. Now, most schools that are competitive do require the SAT exam, and I'll say most. So, of course, when watching this video, it's very important that you do your research to know what the schools that you are looking to apply to or that you want to attend, what are the requirements to gain admissions, right? Now, admissions, of course, is very much different from scholarships. So if it's just admissions, and this is what we always tell students, you want to make sure you're reading the fine print to know what is required of you for admissions and what is required of you for scholarships. Okay, so the SAT, believe it or not, is required for some scholarships, and I'll say probably most, most scholarships. But again, of course, do your research. And so if you were able to do the SAT exam and do well enough, dependent on the scholarship or the institution, you are eligible for scholarship opportunities, of course. Not very popular, but the SAT exam can be used as a college course placement. Now, if students score high enough on their exam, then this may help them to be placed into an advanced course. So for instance, in mathematics, if a student score, let's say about 650 or more, we are seeing that you are good at algebra because, of course, the SAT exam really tests quite a bit of algebra. And so you may be possibly advanced to the pre-calculus. Definitely if you score in the 700s, you should be bypassing college algebra and going straight into pre-calculus. And also, if you are looking to major in STEM, this is science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. If you're looking to major in any of those, then students, well, schools or evaluators, admissions officers, scholarships, personnel, they are looking to see that you have at least above a 600 to say that you have mastered what it is that we are looking for in the college space. Well, mastered high school content in math. Okay. And then lastly, speaking of mastering your content, right? The SAT, believe it or not, it is an exam that is used to help us to determine if students are in fact prepared for college, right? And so if you take the SAT exam, you yourself can use this as a benchmark to see, well, am I prepared for college, right? It also can showcase your strengths and your weaknesses so that, let's say you take the exam as a junior, you can see, well, okay, I need to work on my algebra, I need to work on my trigonometry, I need to work on my geometry, whatever the case may be. You are able to identify your weak points as a student before you get ready to go to college. And so so we talked about summer classes previously. And so if you were, let's say, a senior and you took the exam, you realized that, okay, I have a little bit of a weak point in algebra, then you can enroll in a summer algebra course, right? And then you can boost your algebra that way, so that when you start college, you are able to be ready for the coursework for that class. All right. Well, we hope this video was helpful in helping you to determine if you should take the SAT. Now, of course, if you're not going to college, and if the school that you're looking to go to is saying, oh, we're waiving the SAT exam, and they're offering you scholarships that don't require the SAT exam, by all means, do not waste your time to take the SAT exam. Okay, so it's very important that you do your research to see what is required of you for the institution of your choice for admission. And yes, please, scholarships.